Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, John Howell here. Let's have a look at gold, silver, have a look at some of the mining sector as well in today's video. Traders, make sure you go to johnsflashsale.com. See that trading course there? I'm running that sale for $7 only. If you need help with your trading, very first link in the description, go click on that. Go grab that trading course for $7, guys. You're going to absolutely love it. And I know that if you are struggling right now, I guarantee the very first video, which is the biggest mistakes you're making right now, is going to help you overcome them. So in that biggest mistakes video, I talk about what you're making also how to overcome them as well too. So let's have a look at the good old GLD or the GOLD, the gold, right? And gold is really at an interesting level. First thing on gold through here, we've just been having a bit of a chop action, right? A lot of choppy action happening with gold through here. We're getting a lot of chop through here. Let's have a look at the hourly chart. Really not much going on, right? But here's the really interesting thing. What's happening right now with gold is if I squeeze my charts up, you'll notice gold is actually at two levels of support when it comes to this. So we have this one level around that 1900 level. We have this one resistance level through here. You can see how it was a bit of a short-term resistance level, not exact, right? It wasn't exact there, but it's more back through here. And you can see all through here, we've had a few times. We have this one through here, we had 2, 3, right? 3 levels of support in the market. So that level there is definitely holding the market strong in the markets, right? Or this level's holding strong. But then also we have this bit of a channel, right? So we have this starter point through here, almost a resistance through there. We definitely had the point through there, and you can see we're actually coming all through here as well too. So we have this blue channel, which as you can see we have all through here as well too, like all these touches, and then we have touch, and touch through there, right? So that's what we have, and then touch through there, and then we have all these touches through here. So we're at sort of an X marks the spot, or a double level of this was resistance is now becoming support. This was resistance is now becoming support. So that's the reason why gold is having a lot of problems where it is right now, having a lot of sort of support level through there. So we're looking at that through there with gold, and we can see that if I zoom in a bit more, all right, if I pull out, I didn't do that. That's why I got 3 kids. But anyway, so we can see here, right? We have a bit of a double bottom here, but once again, this whole level of double level of support, that's where gold's having a lot of problems, right? We had a move up through there, and then now we had a pull back through here. Now we're actually hovering around, not really doing much. So it's going to be really interesting to see what's going to happen through here. If I bring up my moving average, let's bring up the, there we go here, right? So if I bring up my moving average and I take everything off the screen, look what's happening now. We're starting to get what? We're starting to get a very strong trending moving average. Notice this moving average, which is the 52. It's on a daily chart, so it's a 52-day moving average. Notice how we're pretty flat through here, right? We weren't trending up, we weren't trending down. It's just pretty flat, and now look what's happening through here. Very strong. So there's starting to become a lot of strong momentum behind this move. So the purpose of me saying that is this, is that if gold does hold where we are right now, all right, let's bring up the last 1 year worth of data. All right, if gold does hold here right now and we start to get something like this next week, all right, if we do get something like this next week, we start to break up, that's probably going to be a low through there, and we're probably going to start to see this thing race back up to all-time new highs. So that's what I'm seeing through there when it comes to gold. Now, guys, this is obviously me doing chart reading here, but if you'd like to learn more about my actual trading system, how I actually trade the markets, my #1 trading pattern, then go to Johns, JOHNS, freetraining.com. That's johnsfreetraining.com. There you can register for my next webinar. On the webinar, I'll share with you my #1 trading pattern. I'll share with you how I scan the markets, my scanning process. I'll show you the #1 thing I had to do from going $250,000 in debt to then making money in the markets. If you are struggling with your trading right now and you need some help, then you need to go watch this webinar, because I promise you, secret number one, there's 3 secrets I'm going to share with you. Secret number one, you're going to see exactly what took me from losing $250,000 in debt in my first 4 to 5 years. What was the one thing I had to do to switch it to actually then start to make some money in the markets? Now, this guys, if you're actually serious about making money from trading, then this webinar is a must for you. So go to Johns, Johns, that's Johns, johnsfreetraining.com, johnsfreetraining.com, and then you'll be able to register for my next webinar. I guarantee you're going to love it. So go there right now, guys, because I am running that next one. I'm pretty sure it's today I'm running it. So go get access to that right now. So we can see that through there. That's what I'm seeing there on the short-term picture. Let's have a look at silver right now. Silver's doing pretty much sort of the same thing. Silver's actually building like a bit of a bull flag where we are. So really, 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 really interesting stuff. We're having a very nice move up, and now we're actually developing this sort of pattern through here. Really, 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 really fascinating stuff. So the same sort of situation that I'm noticing with gold that I'm noticing with silver is that we actually have this sort of $24.50 level. We had a lot of resistance through here, and same through here, and same through here as well too, right? So we have a lot of resistance all through these levels here to see that. So if we start to hold here for a little bit, and then we start to see a move up like this, then that could be the start of something really, really, really big in the market. So really keep an eye out for that, guys. Let's go have a look at the mining sector. Let's open up in the mining sector, and a really nice move across the mining sector. Now, you guys know, right? You guys know I say that my number one thing is the mining sector, or actually gold and the mining sector. But the GDXJ, very nice move today, right? Very nice move back up to where we are right now in the resistance level. I'm really, really, really bullish these mining sectors. I have done now for many, many, many years. Short-term analysis, I've been sort of saying, okay, we could get a drop here and so on and so forth. I was saying that last year. My overall long-term picture, which my money has always been in, has been bullish mining sector. And guys, this is the decade for the mining sector. This is the decade for the mining sector. Traders, this is the decade for the mining sector. And the one mistake that most people make is this, is that they think because something hasn't done well or something hasn't done good for the last 2 years, that that's a bad investment. That is the wrong thinking in the markets. They think, oh, because Bitcoin went from 10,000 to 60,000, that's going to be a good investment. Wrong. Why? Because it's already made its move. You never chase the markets like that. You always want to be, in fact, if something hasn't done well for a couple of years, or hasn't done much for a couple of years, and you're looking for good investments, that's the place you want to be, right? You don't want to be in a place you don't want to be in a situation where you're jumping in on something after the market's done 500% return, Bitcoin, right? Because you're jumping in what? You're probably jumping in near the top because it's already made a big move. What you want to do is you want to be jumping in, and some people have actually said this about gold. Some people have said, John, gold has been one of the worst investments for the last 2 years. Really? And Bitcoin has? Really? I'd rather be investing in gold right now for the last 2 years than I have in Bitcoin, right? It's like, it may have went up to 10,000, but then 50% down, and like, oh my goodness, right? So the thing is this, guys, is that the opposite is true in the markets. When something's done really well, a lot of people think a good investment is that which has done really well. And a bad investment is that which has not done really well, or it hasn't done anything at all. So people think gold is a bad investment. And the whole investing opportunities is this. You find what people are saying out there, and you go, if people are saying, oh my goodness, that's horrible, why would you be involved with that, so on and so forth. People have been saying that for the last 12 months now, for gold and the mining sector, because they've been seeing Bitcoin do what it's doing. Oh, well, actually, the last few months, the Bitcoin fam have been pretty quiet lately, right? They haven't been saying much about the gold because, their position's down 50% now. And then people had a big go at me. Last year, I just told everyone, like, don't be chasing the crypto market. Don't be chasing the crypto market, right? So don't be chasing it. So looking at gold, once again, guys, the people think that a good investment is that which has done well, And a bad investment is that which hasn't done well. So people associate bad investment to gold because gold's done nothing for 2 years. Do you know what, traders? That's the wrong thinking to do. Absolute wrong thinking to do, because it's that which hasn't done much for the last couple of years is then because of due to cycle analysis and the way markets work, that which hasn't done much for the last couple of years is likely to do much for the next couple of years. So if we actually have a look at the good old Bitcoin, that's like saying down here, right? That's like saying, oh, you know what? Let me actually just do. Let me actually do a weekly chart here from it. Right, look at this here. So this is a weekly chart of Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin here. So Bitcoin basically from 2018 through to 2020, right? That's 1, 2, 3 years. 3 years. Oh, you know what? Bitcoin's hopeless. Bitcoin's done nothing. And even if you just want to not shave off this bit here, but we look at this last sort of year and a half of not much going on with Bitcoin. Listen, traders, listen to me. This is exactly what gold has been doing for the last year and a half or so, the last couple of years. Because it doesn't do much, people think, oh, that has been the worst investment, right? And then guess what happened after this time? I guarantee people are like, oh, why are you in Bitcoin for? Bitcoin's not doing anything, blah, 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 blah. And then guess what happens? What happens afterwards? We go through an incredible move to the upside, right? We just take off like a rocket. Why? Because people are thinking, oh, well, it's a bad investment down here. It's a good investment up here. Huh? What? No. Flip it on its head, right? The exact same thing that's happening with obviously gold, right? Look at the exact same thing. Not much going on. Guess what's coming, guys? Oh, it's coming. It's coming, right? Move over now through to the GDXJ, and a really nice move on the GDXJ as well too. We actually had a really nice rise today, about 2.5, almost 3% rise today. You guys know the GDXJ is my baby. And now, guys, my baby, as I said, my number one investment opportunity for this decade is the GDXJ. It's just what it is, guys. Okay, the GDXJ is my baby, and I'm ready to add even more to it soon. So I'm so happy it's the weekend now. So the market's closed, so I can't actually do anything. So I need to sort of relax through there. SILJ, so up just over 2%. And again, look what's happening through here. We're developing a nice resting phase, right? Nice resting phase. You went to the gym for a while and you've used a lot of energy. Now you had a bit of a resting phase. Guess what's coming soon? All right? And you're going to go back to the gym and have a bit of fun. Well, actually, no. Today's not my gym day. Today's my off day. Today's my massage and recovery day. Tomorrow I go back to the gym. I've learned that as well too. All right, and that's actually talking about that sort of stuff, guys. The market works like an energy field, right? So if the market goes up and up and up and up and up and up and up, the reason why Bitcoin crashed is why? Because it spent so much time going up. I remember there was about a month ago, I went to the gym every day for 2 weeks. And well, guys, we're not just talking about like a normal weight workout. We're talking about high intense cardio workout, right? We're talking like skiers, rollers, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, assault bikes, burpees, ball slams, all that sort of stuff, right? We're talking like high intense. And I went every day. Now, that's not every day. One day is like that. The next day is more like high intense, but more like weight workout, right? And then we do cardio weights. That's how it does. We alternate between days. But I went for 2 days straight. 2 weeks straight. But then guess what happened? I started getting sick. My immune system, like I'm still right now trying to recover. And that's about a week. That's about a week now. And so therefore, the whole purpose of me saying that is that that's what the market's like. If you just keep going, eventually you're going to snap, like my immune system did, and said, hey. And then I start to get sick because I just keep pushing it too much. That's how the markets work. That's how they operate. So looking at now, let's actually just go to the SI. The SIL has been one of those. Let's bring up some indicators through here. So actually, let me just go back to a chart with no moving averages. The SIL, yeah, it's been one of those lackluster things, hasn't it? It's like, look at this here. So if we get a break above 38, that could be quite nice. Same for the SILJ. If we get a break above here, this is actually quite nice. We're getting the rest sideways pattern, so we could be getting ready for a breakout and another nice move to the upside. So looking really strong, guys, across the board. I'm very bullish overall, guys, when it comes to these gold, silver, and especially the mining sector. Traders, I want to invite you to my webinar that I'm running today. And on this webinar, I'm going to share with you all the details to my #1 trading system for the last 17 years and how I only trade 1 hour per day. Plus, also going to be learning the 3 secrets that I had to master over the last 17 years to generate a really good income. If you go to johnsfreetraining.com, or there should be a link in the description, click on that. Go over there right now, register. If you are struggling with the trading right now, I promise you this is going to completely game change, because you're going to understand why you are going backwards and why you're losing money. And then I'm going to teach you exactly what the system I use that gets me a really high % win-loss ratio. So this is what I want you to do right now. Go to johnsfreetraining.com. Go over there, register for my webinar right now today, because you're going to absolutely love it. Or there should be a link in the description. And I look forward to seeing you on the webinar. So go to that right now, and I look forward to seeing you on my next webinar. Go to that right now. Go to johnsfreetraining.com. Go to that right now.